Who is absent? Benjamin. So from the second chapter, I mean the anatomy part, you guys have only the dipod and monopod structures, or from the first page, simple tissues, complex tissues. I think you have everything, right? Only that much, right? Okay. So this is okay for you? You can say it clearly. Who else? Your exam is 27. Is your timetable she knows. किती revision? Okay. So yeah, the next topics which we are learning is about leaf. Okay, you can see this, right? This is convenient. So, is this okay? Yeah. I can't see this. Okay. So what we have here, stem पर्यंत केला नाही आम्ही, leaf was remaining, right? So leaf, सगळ्यांना खबर असा what is leaf, right? So this is the most important part of the plant. Why? Because Ankitata, there is photosynthesis which is happening, right? So now we will learn the parts of the leaf. Okay, number one, खय असतात ते present in the nodal region or the node region. And where they are present, the birds are present at the axil. आणि हे birds जे असा पय, later they are forming branches. Okay, हे bird जे असा पय, these are not the flower वाला bird. Okay, these are the other birds. So जे branches मागे develop जाता पय, तेका सुद्धा मी initial stage किती म्हणता, we call them buds, right? Then there are, they are originating from two areas. One, from the shoot apical meristem. Okay, shoot apical meristem last time paहिले आम्ही, the area which is dividing. Root apical meristem paहिले आम्ही, root apical meristem last time root structure केलं त्यांना, right? So this is shoot apical meristem. जसं root apical meristem रूटाच्या टिपाचे असतं पय, तसंच shoot apical meristem is present at the tip. Actually, there are 3 to 4 types of meristems that we will learn in the next chapter. Okay, but इथले they are Tora meristems are the cells which have the capacity to divide themselves. Okay, so माहिती जाता they are present in the acropetal order. आता acropetal order म्हणजे किती? Acropetal order म्हणजे the oldest one will be present at the bottom and the new जे leaves आता they are present at the top. असं pattern असतं leavesचं. Okay, so ह्या pattern आम्ही किती म्हणता? There is a name which is acropetal order. Okay, मागे they are the most important vegetative organ. We know the whole plant body is vegetative and reproductive organ. Reproductive organ किती असता? Androecium and gynoecium. And vegetative किती असता? Stem, leaf, roots. Right? Is this clear? Now, so there are three main parts of leaf. First is leaf base. Second is petiole. Leaf base. Do you know? Okay, this is the leaf. So leaf ache. This is the leaf base. This is the petiole, and this area, which is the major surface area, is what? Lamina. Okay, so this is the structure of leaf. Okay, at the leaf base, attached to the stem. This is attached to the stem part, right? So this is the stem part. So base is the part which is attaching the leaf to the fine. Leaf base is the part which is attaching the leaf to the branch. Okay. Then two lateral small leaf-like structures might be present. They are called as stipules. So केन्ना केन्ना कितें असता हांगा दोन असे बारीकशे लीफ लाईक स्ट्रक्चर्स असतात तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा स्टिप्यूल्स ओके देन मोनोकॉट्स लीफ एक्सपांड अप टू शीट कवरिंग टू स्टेम पार्शियली और होली केन्ना केन्ना हे जे असता पळय लीफ बेस तो कितें जाता एक्सटेंड जाता एंड इट इज लिटरली कवरिंग द लीफ शीट म्हणजे दिस एरिया ओके केन्ना केन्ना तो लांब जाता आणि इट्स ऑलमोस्ट प्रेझेंट अप टू हियर पिक्चर्स आर देयर इन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड ओके देन some leguminous plants त्यांच्या भितर कितें असता the bottom part is little bit swollen म्हणजे हे जे असता पळय that is here swollen like this आणि तेका कितें म्हणटा pulvinous okay see these names definitions are easy to understand but there are so many in number की आमकां याद दवरपा मातशे त्रास जाता okay so you have to revise this again and again okay so that is pulminous now let's move to the second part that is petiole so petiole करता it is helping to hold the blade so ही blade जी असा the lamina is there तेका hold करपाक कोण help करता petiole okay so it follows leaf blades flutter blades so कितें जाता जेन्ना wind खूब असता पळय so it is helping in the fluttering म्हणजे अशें हालता पळय leaves आणि that small process जे आमी खूब lightly घेता that is actually a very important process why because it is helping to cooling down the leaf जर खूप खबर आसा न्ही एका जाग्यार जर इफ वी कीप अवर आर्म लायक दिस ते सनलायटान असता सो आमी हात जर असो दवरलो की जातले थोड्या वेळान गरम जावपा लागतलो न्ही सो दिस फ्लॅटरिंग इफेक्ट इज एक्चुअली हेल्पिंग देम टू कूल डावन ओके एंड ब्रिंगिंग फ्रेश एअर ऑन द लीफ सरफेस सो ही फ्लॅटरिंग जाता तितून कूलिंग जाता आणि ऑल्सो इट इज ब्रिंगिंग दी फ्रेश एअर टू द सरफेस okay next is about lamina I told you that is the main surface area and here lamina asa pay this is like तेजे खूपशे पॅटर्न्स असतले दे विल बी एन नंबर ऑफ पॅटर्न्स आता हे जे आसा पळय एका मार्जिन इज व्हेरी सिंपल एंटायर मार्जिन थोडे मार्जिन्स असे बी असतात तेका आमी डेंटेड मार्जिन्स म्हणटा ओके सो देर आर सो मेनी वेरिएशन्स विच आर प्रेझेंट इन द लॅमिना डिपेंडिंग ऑन which plant what species it is okay so lamina leaf blade that is obviously the green part and त्याच्या भितर असतात कितें veins this is a midrib right and there are veins and the smaller ones are called as the veinlets okay so there are veinlets and also there is midrib which is the center part right then veins provide so why these veins are present if these veins were not there कितें जाता आशिल्ले मास्सो सुद्धा वारो इल्लो न्ही the leaves would have fallen down okay तांकां कांय बाबड्यांक help or support or मातसो strong रावपाक कांय नासता आशिल्ले just like how we have our skeletal system skeleton ना जाल्यार कितें जातलें we will be falling down and roaming around like amoeba right so same thing would have happened here if तांकां कितें नाशिल्लें जाल्यार veins आणि veinlets नासता आशिल्ले जाल्यार okay then shape margin apex surface हे सगळे जे लॅमिनाचे आसा पळय all these things are changing just now I told you okay all these things are changing depending on which type or which plant it is okay is this part clear leaf base lamina yeah. So next is पहिले तुवें yeah next is venation okay leaf venation दोन टाइपाचे असता okay that is reticulate आणि parallel and leaf venation is nothing but the arrangement of veins and the veinlets okay how they are present so reticulate venation which is this it's present in dicots parallel venation is present in monocots we have already discussed this when we were discussing about plant kingdom right Then, so this is veinlet here is like a network. जसे एक branching कसे असता पय, so that branching or network is present here in the reticulate. But parallel जे असता पय तिथून तसे काय ना, they are just running in the straight lines like this. So हे किती असा, this is a reticulate venation. But parallel venation will be how, like this. Okay, there will be no branching present in the parallel venation. Leaves of dicotyledons plant generally have this reticulate and parallel is present in the monocotyledons. So these are the 2 points present under the venation. So how many types of venations are there in leaf? Two types. So that is reticulate venation, parallel. Reticulate is present in dicot and parallel is present in monocots. Okay, next is about the type of leaves. Are you guys okay? Machine sleepy or tired दिसतात म्हणून. हा बर्डन घे नाका चड जस्ट रिलॅक्स जस्ट थिंक दॅट दिस इज अ इजी थिंग इजी सामको इजी चॅप्टर आसा हेच्या जाग्यार जर फोटोसिंथेसिस बी आशिल्लो न्ही जाल्यार हांव तुमकां दिसता हांव सोडून वयता आशिल्लें बाय टाटा रॉकेट घेवन खंय तरी धांवता आशिल्लें आय वूड बी लायक नो आय एम नॉट इवन अटेम्प्टिंग टू कंप्लीट द सिलेबस अशें म्हणटा आशिल्लें आनी हांव पळयता आशिल्लें ओके सो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट दिस इज व्हेरी सिंपल बेसिक मॉर्फॉलॉजी एनाटॉमी अजून तुमकां डिफिकल्ट स्टार्ट जावना आय टोल्ड यू ओके अजून स्टार्ट जावना ते येतले फुडें फुडें मज्जा येतली मागीर तेन्ना ओके सो नाव जस्ट रिलॅक्स एंड जस्ट ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड चड हें कर नाका भिवू नाका ओके I don't know whether you guys are sleepy or not in a mood to listen, but you have to listen. Okay, so now what we have टाइप्स ऑफ लीफ मेजर कितले असता दोन टाइप एक सिंपल सिंपल म्हणजे बापडे सिंपलच असता त्याच्या भितर काय कॉम्प्लिकेशन असपना सो इट इज द लॅमिना मीन्स दॅट इज द आउटर पार्ट इज व्हॉट एंटायर दिस इज एंटायर मार्जिन ओके मागीर इनसाइज द इन्सिजन डू नॉट टच द मिडरिप इनसाइज म्हणजे हॅव यू सीन अ प्लांट लाईक अ लीफ लाईक दिस ओके अशें जेन्ना भितर वता पळय दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स आर नॉट प्रेझेंट इन द सिंपल लीफ जर अशें कितें आसा न्ही फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लीफ जाल्यार दॅट इज अ compound leaf not a simple leaf okay is this clear so this is about simple leaf compound leaf again there are two types या ऑलरेडी हांवें पयलीं सुद्दां घेतलेले जेन्ना तुमकां पिन्नेट शिकोवपा जाय आशिल्लें पळय आय टोल्ड यू अबाउट पिन्नेट एज वेल एज द पामेट टाइप ऑफ लीफ ओके पिन्नेट म्हणजे कितें कॅन यू सी हियर पिन्नेट एनीवेअर दिस इज पिन्नेट दिस इज पामेट कळ्ळें सो पिन्नेट म्हणजे कितें आसा एक लाईन असता विच इज दिस ताका आमी कितें म्हणटा रॅचीस ओके सो ह्या रॅचिसांचेर बारीक 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 कितें असता लिफलेट्स असता ओके दॅट इज पिन्नेटली कंपाऊंड लीफ आणि दुसरे आसा ते पाल्मेट म्हणजे पाम लाईक स्ट्रक्चर सो दिस इज लाईक अ पाम लाईक स्ट्रक्चर ओके एंड दीज आर ऑल्सो लिफलेट्स म्हणजे हे एकाच जाग्या वयल्यान ओरिजिनेट जाता हांगा कितें आसा वेगळ्या वेगळ्या स्पॉटा वयल्यान ओरिजिनेट जाता न्ही आणि हांगा दे आर ओरिजिनेटिंग फ्रॉम अ वन कॉमन पॉइंट okay is this clear any doubt sure okay now bird we have already discussed it is present exile simple compound leaves but not in the exile of leaflets of the compound leaf so they are not present where at the exile of the compound and a bird it is forming into what I think एका परत परत हात लावचा पडटा किती नवे झालं असं okay so what we have here is simple leaf structure compound leaf structure and hanga again two types one is what pinnately compound leaf and second is palmately compound leaf okay is this clear to everybody any doubts here no okay and so now did you get the notes of these chapters you have the notes then open the notes because these are the notes itself so they open केल्यार तुमकां आनी बरे भशेन कळटलें oh those are not yet given okay I'll ask her she'll get it today So next we are discussing about हे जे चल्ला पळय we are on page number 9. Okay, so now what is phyllotaxy? Phyllotaxy means arrangement of leaves on the branch. Okay, how the leaves are arranged. So total कितले असता? एक, दोन, तीन. Number one is alternate. So this is alternate. म्हणजे कशे असा? एक हांगा असा, एक साइडीन असा, एक हांगा असा, एक असो असा, एक असो, like this. This is alternate. This is opposite. Okay, just two leaflets are opposite to each other. And the last one, world. World म्हणजे yes, bouquet round color, round कसं. Okay, so you can see here, Alstonia is showing the world type of arrangement of leaves. Okay, आणि arrangement of leaves ला आम्ही किती म्हणता? Phyllotaxy. Only the names are very fancy, but the meanings are very simple. Okay, हे आम्ही every day to day life आम्ही हे पहिला. And the alternate type of phyllotaxy is present in China rose, mustard, sunflower. Opposite is present in calotropis and guava. World is present in Alstonia. Okay. Then what are the modifications of leaf? Modifications total hanga तुमका दिला तीन. तीन ते चार actually, because even insectivorous plants are having some modifications. Okay, major किती असा? तीन असा हांगा. So number one is tendrils for climbing. Tendrils पहिल्या सगळ्यांनी बारीकशे असतात ते राउंड 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 स्प्रिंग कसे. देन स्पाइन्स. स्पाइन म्हणजे किती? पहिले आम्ही थॉर्न्स पहिले, राईट? थॉर्न्स वर द मॉडिफिकेशन्स ऑफ thorns are the modification of stem. Thorns, spines, दोन्ही काटे आहेत. एक मोठे काटे, एक धाकटे काटे. These are धाकटे काटे. So these धाकटे काटे are the modification of leaf. मोठे काटे was the modification of what? Stem. Stem. Okay. Now fleshy leaves. Onion पहिला जो part आम्ही cut करून खाता पण, that is actually the leaf area. That is not the fruit of onion. Okay, or bulb of the onion. That is what? Leaf, modified leaf. And ते कित्याक present असता? To store food. Tendrils for climbing, spines for defense, which is present in cactus, and fleshy leaves present in onion, which is for storing the food. आणि किती असतं? Acacia जे असा तिथून modification झाला, and this leaf are small and they are short lived. Okay, they are small, short lived. Petiole in this leaf expand, become green and synthesize plant. So petiole part जो असता पय in acacia ते किती जाता? It is now modified into synthesizing food. Okay, last is about insectivorous plants. Insectivorous plants किती करता? Do you know insectivorous plants? They're dependent on, they're feeding on insects, right? So त्यांचे जे leaf असा पय, the leaf is modified into trapping this insects. Okay, so next slide is about the examples. ये जे तुमच्या टेक्स्टबुकान थोडे आसा, थोडे टेक्स्टबुकान ना. Okay, so this is the tendril, cactus म्हणजे spines. This is onion to store food. This is acacia. Okay, this is acacia part. So here you can see small leaflets. And petiole जो असा, it is modified. Okay, and here you can see these are the two examples of insectivorous plants. Okay, and their leaves are modified into trapping the insects. Yes, is this clear? I'm just giving you 30 seconds. Just go through it. किती कळूना झाला मका परत विचारा. And if I have missed anything, then also you can tell me. फॅमिली तिनूय आसा तुमकां काय फक्त सोलेनेसी आसा? सोलेनेसी आसा तुका तिनूय आसा, नो फॅमिली? नो फॅमिलीज. की बाकीची दोन लिलिएसी आणि फॅबेसी आसा पळय दॅट इज एक्चुअली डिलीटेड बट स्टील आय हॅव इन्क्लुडेड इन युअर सिलेबस. ओके दॅट इज एक्चुअली डिलीटेड बट सगळ्यांक वेगळे वेगळे सिलेबस आसा सो आय डोंट नो वॉट टू डू म्हणून हांवें सगळे मागीर वांगडाच घातले आसूं म्हणलें आनी रिस्की येयले ना. I am in complete gone case today. I slept at 6, woke up at 8. Only 2 hours of sleep today. 6 morning, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. I hope these chapters are okay for you. Kites the difficult now. You don't have to think a lot about it. Actually, first 5 chapters सदाच easy असतं. Even in 12th standard, first 5 chapters, yeah, except for reproduction in humans, that is also simple. फक्त diagram मातशे difficult पडटा. Hi Benjamin, you are late. Okay, so let's start with inflorescence. Hello. Okay. So have you heard of anything like flowers? Flowers? Do you like flowers or not? Musical love flowers. No? I'm crazy about flowers. Botany, me obviously. I love flowers. But if I like some flower, जे एका झाडाचेर आसा, I'll just go every day, look at it, come back home. Then again, I'll feel like looking at that flower. I'll go again, I'll look at it, come back home. But I'll not pluck that flower, never. Because that's not the way to. Yeah, there, बाबड़े नाले माँ, तुम बहुत अच्छे हो, घर पे आ जाओ, मर जाओ मेरे साथ. Something like that. Okay. But I love flowers also if you feel like giving me sometime. Teachers Day and all is coming, no? So hint. Second hint. Vidal is like she kitni demanding है. So yeah. So what we have here is inflorescence. So what is inflorescence? The arrangement of flowers on the plant. That is actually inflorescence. Okay. Now, so flower we know it is arising from apical meristem obviously केन्ना flowers underground जाल्ली पयल्या there are some examples by the way जे आसा तुमकां 12th standard so there are some example of underground flowers also but most of them are कितें आसता वयर आसता because they have to attract the pollinators right so चडशी कितें आसता वयर आसता so it changes and then it is forming a floral meristem so meristem जो फक्त cells divide करतालो पळय तो आता कितें करता आपले थोडे प्रॉपर्टीज चेंज करता and now it is shifting towards and becoming a floral meristem and obviously floral meristem कितें करतलो फ्लावर्सांक कितें म्हणटलो तयार करतलो you can say fine then internodes do not elongate so तुमकां खबर आसा this is the stem area this is the node and in between this is the internode आणि जेन्ना bud आसा पळय that bud is supposed to be a branch right आणि ब्रांचान nodes and internodes असता that we know but this internode is not present in the flowers. Have you seen internodes anywhere in the flowers? No, they are not there. Fine. Then So apex produces different kinds of floral appendages laterally at successive nodes instead of leaves. So आता किती होता? Leaves are literally replaced by something called as flowers. Okay, and these flowers they can be solitary. Solitary म्हणजे एकूच फ्लावर असू शकता or it can be in a inflorescence. And inflorescence म्हणजे bunch of flowers which are growing in a single on a single branch we can say. Yes, आणि solitary म्हणजे only one flower is growing. So um, rose will be or solitary or inflorescence? Solitary. But still there are many example of roses which grow in bunches. Especially ते आमचे गावठी roses असतात पय, which we grow in our house. Sometimes they have one leaf, one flower like this and then many birds laterally. So even roses there are many types. Vidal. Okay. Yes. Is this clear? So solitary and inflorescence is difference कळय? Okay. Now inflorescence is again of two types. I have put this example in your notes also. This is there. The notes are actually the notes I have literally converted into this PDF form. Okay, so hankide asa racemose and cymose. When I was in my 11th standard, I did not understand this part. Racemose आणि सायमोज आणि जेन्ना आता हांव पळयता पळय रेसिमोज एंड सायमोज आय फील इतले बारीकशी गोष्ट म्हाका कित्याक कळुना तेन्ना. Okay, so when I discuss something in detail, that means those are the things which I had not understood when I was in my 11th and 12th standard. So I'm explaining you so that you can understand that part. Okay, so inflorescence किती आसा? Racemose आणि cymose. Racemose this part म्हणजे this part म्हणजे किती आता? Can you see older flowers at the bottom? वडले म्हणजे किती? Older flowers and these are the young flowers at the top. This type of arrangement is called as racemose and त्याचे opposite arrangement that is basipetal order. So you know racemose is acropetal. Acropetal आम्ही leaves सुद्धा म्हटलेले पै. Leaves are acropetal म्हणजे older are present at the bottom and the new ones are present at the top. This is acropetal. So acropetal म्हणजे किती? Racemose आणि cymose म्हणजे किती? Basipetal. So at the base there will be what? Young flower and वयर जे असतले that is the old flower. Is this clear to everybody? Have you seen any formation like this? Racemose is very common. सदांच कितें आसता ओल्डर सकयल आसता न्यू जी आसता ती वयर आसता मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम आणि सायमोज इज द प्लांट विच लुक्स व्हेरी ब्युटिफुल. हॅव यू सीन दिस पॅटर्न इन द जे हांव गावठी रोजेस म्हणटात पळय ते तितून पळयला द बिगर वन विल बी एट द टॉप आणि जे कळे आसा पळय ते खंय तरी सायडीन आसतले. दॅट इज सायमोज टाइप ऑफ इन्फ्लोरसन्स विच इज बेजिपिटल इन नेचर. सो कळे हेंचो मिनींग रेसिमोज सायमोज. रेसिमोज इज acropetal, cymose is basipetal. Okay, is this clear? Any doubt? Hello, mic testing. Any doubt? No. So next is about flower. My favorite, whorl. Okay. Okay, just look into the inflorescence once. Highlight racemose, cymose, acropetal, basipetal. I'll also compare my notes with NCERT textbook so that if I have missed anything, you can tell me. Because I have 3 textbooks literally and एक PDF format. So I refer to everything and then I see की कोणाक कितले आसा खंयच्या काळान कितें डिलीट जाल्ले खंयच्या काळान कितें आशिल्ले. This is the only problem in 11th standard. 12th कितें आसा बोर्डाक जे सांगता बोर्ड ते करता but 11th तशें नसता. Every higher secondary is different. बेंजामिन हेच्या पयलीं जे शिकयला पळय वी स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द लीव्स सो कितें डिफिकल्टी आसा देन यू कॅन आस्क मी ओके यू हॅव मिस्ड ओनली दॅट वन स्मॉल पार्ट तू चडूच न्हिदपा लागला आजकाल क्लासीना वेदाल तुका हांगा बसयतलें नेक्स्ट क्लासीन नाल्यार यू कॅन सीट देर नेक्स्ट 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 करीत राव सो दॅट आय कॅन स्टँड एंड आय कॅन टीच म्हाकाय मागीर बसपाची गरज ना यू कॅन सीट देर नेक्स्ट टायम me and Vidal, I'm the main bio teacher. He's the supporting bio faculty of excellence coaching classes. Congratulations. Please come to discuss your salary. So, जेन्ना आमी flower draw करता, typically we have only these things. Okay, the vegetative part, reproductive part. Okay, so आमी तेका म्हणटा हांगा accessory organs आणि reproductive organs. Accessory organs कोण कोण हितूतले? Calyx, corolla. They are accessory organs. Reproductive organs कोण? Androecium, gynoecium. So in a flower, it is present at which part? Floral meristem. त्या जाग्यार कोण येता? Flower येता. So we are now discussing about the structure of that flower. So flower is present on the receptacle जेका आमी कितें म्हणटा? Thalamus. Okay, if you hold a flower, bottom part जो आमचो thick लागता पळय, which is this. Okay, this bottom part which is little bit thick in nature त्याच्या भितर मागीर कितें आसता ओवरी एंड एवरीथिंग इज प्रेजेंट ओके सो दिस बॉटम पार्ट ज्या जाग्या वयल्यान सगळे वर्ल्स ओरिजिनेट जाता तेका आमी म्हणटा रिसेप्टिकल ऑर दी थॅलमस ओके एंड पार्ट्स ऑफ द फ्लावर आर कॅलिक्स करोला एंड्रोशियम गायनोशियम एंड्रयू एंड जेनी okay एंड्रयू एंड जेनी so एंड्रयू is male reproductive part and Jenny is female reproductive part. Calyx is sepals. Corolla is petals. Okay, and these two are the accessory organs. These two are the reproductive organs. Okay, then there are some modifications present. Modification म्हणजे बारीकशे changes असा in flowers. For example, there is presence of perianth. आता पेरियांथ म्हणजे कितें पेरियांथ म्हणजे सम फ्लावर्स लाईक फॉर एक्झाम्पल लिली इज गिवन हियर कॅलिक्स आणि करोला म्हणजे सॅपल आणि पेटल दोन्ही कितें आसता दे आर लिटरली फ्युज्ड कळना कॅलिक्स खंयचो आणि करोला खंयचो तो सो दिस टायप ऑफ फॉर्मेशन वी आर कॉलिंग इट एज पेरियांथ then again there are two types of flowers एक which is bisexual एक which is unisexual the one which I have drawn is actually बायसेक्शुअल तितून कितें आसा एंड्रोशियमूय आसा गायनोशियमूय आसा आनी युनिसेक्शुअल आर द प्लांट जेका आमी कितें म्हणटा इट इज either having male reproductive organ or female reproductive organ. Okay, this is bisexual चे example कोण असू शकता hibiscus very common right unisexual example tell me very good papaya story सांगलेली पपायाची तुमका did I tell you the story of papaya tree one of my neighbor she called me and she said I need your help I said okay I went to her place and she's like हावे पपाय लायल्या कितली वर्षा झाली पपायच जायना पपाय लायला मेल पपाय and male papaya and you're expecting male to become pregnant that is not possible okay so that is the meaning of unisexual flower okay they will be producing either male gamete or the female gamete fine then flowers they have symmetry symmetry means this is the part which I hate kidak sa I don't like to cut these flowers so they can be actinomorphic then zygomorphic and asymmetric. Actinomorphic means radial symmetry. खंचाने cut करा, it will be same. The two halves will be equal. Then zygomorphic म्हणजे bilateral. म्हणजे there will be only one plane. असं आडवं तिडवं. Only one time you can divide them into two equal half. Okay, that is called as zygomorphic. And asymmetric म्हणजे खंचाय साइडीतल्यान तुम्ही कट करा it is never ever going to be symmetric म्हणजे दोन sides cannot equal आसपाना for example this is a circle is if you cut from any side ते दोन sides तुमका किती मेळटले equal मेळटले that is actinomorphic जे आम्ही radial symmetry म्हणता and which is present in mustard datura chili second is zygomorphic means imagine this pattern was a pattern as only if you cut from this area it is similar okay in any other area it is not going to be similar so तेका आम्ही किती म्हणता zygomorphic जेका आम्ही म्हणता bilateral example is p gulmohar bean cashew okay then last is asymmetric cut it from any side दोन half cannot equal aschena cannot aschena is this clear an example code cannot yes is this clear to everyone now we have trimerous tetramerous pentamerous flowers trimerous म्हणजे किती असतले सगळे फ्लोरल अपेंडेजेस म्हणजे कॅलिक्स करोला एंड्रोशियम गायनोशियम विल बी इन द मल्टिपल्स ऑफ 3 आणि ट्रायटेट्रा म्हणजे विल बी इन द मल्टिपल्स ऑफ पेंटा म्हणजे इन द मल्टिपल्स ऑफ दॅट्स इट खूप सिंपल आसा रे डोंट आय डोंट नो आय मायसेल्फ इज फीलिंग व्हेरी गुड बिकॉज म्हाका दिसलें की हेका मातशें मॉर्फोलॉजी डिफिकल्ट कितें आसतलें म्हणून देयर इज नथिंग डिफिकल्ट हियर दिस ऑल्सो विल लर्न दिस वॉज द नेक्स्ट पार्ट कितें तर राव दाखयता सो this was the part which even I had not understood when I was in my 11th standard. And whenever I'm saying this, I'm not making up any stories. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, because I told you many times that I was not a studious student. I was an average student, outstanding. Marat shikap, yeah, na. I used to always search for the shortcuts. Okay. So दोन हांगा टर्म्स आसा ब्रॅक्टेड आणि ई ब्रॅक्टेड ब्रॅक्टेड म्हणजे समथिंग इज प्रेझेंट ई ब्रॅक्टेड मीन्स देर इज समथिंग विच इज नॉट प्रेझेंट सो व्हॉट इज दिस ब्रॅक्टेड आणि ई ब्रॅक्टेड मीन्स फ्लावर्स विथ ब्रॅक्ट म्हणजे बारीक सकल कितें आसतले लीफ लायक स्ट्रक्चर आसतले आणि हे बारीक लीफ लायक स्ट्रक्चर जर तेका आसा देन इट इज ब्रॅक्टेड आणि जर लीफ लायक स्ट्रक्चर त्या फ्लावराक ना देन इट इज bracted. Are you happy that you're understanding it? Huh? Example, hibiscus. is bracted. Hibiscus पहिला आणि जेना वो थॅलमस स्टार्ट जाता आणि हांगा मागीर फुल फ्लावर असता पळय हिबिस्कसाचो तर हांगा बारीक ग्रीन बारीक 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 हे असता. हॅव यू सीन दॅट? ओके, दॅट इज एक्चुअली ब्रॅक्ट्स. ओके, आणि ताका म्हणटा आमी ब्रॅक्टेड. ओके, येस, इज दिस क्लियर? नाव आता ओदोच्यान हांव म्हणटा थॅलमस 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 थॅलमस. आता आमचे जे सगळे वर्ल्स आसा पळय त्या वर्ल्साचे पोझिशनिंग कशें आसा पळय तेज्या वयल्यान वी हॅव मोर types. Okay, this is, see, it's given here. Hypogamous ovary. This is hypogamous. This is perigynous. 1 and 2 is perigynous and last is epigynous. Okay, आता the meaning कितें? First of all, you should see the positioning. हांगा कितें आसा? ओवरी जी आसा ती सगळ्यान वयर आसा. बाकीचे वर्ड्स जे आसा which is male, then sepal, petal, calyx, corolla, बाकीचे जे सगळे आसा पळय तेजे सकयल्यान स्टार्ट जाता. That type it is called as hypothalamus. It is called as hypothalamus. Second, can you see this is going very up? Almost त्याच्या लेवलार वचून रावल्या. Right? So whenever both all the whorls are at the same level, that is called as perigynous. Okay, this tani almost they are at the same level. See, right? Okay, they all are trying to be at one place. Okay, that is called as, see, they are rising up and then that is called as what? That is called as perigynous. The last one wherein they are literally sitting on their head, okay, like a crown, that is called as epigynous. Yes, is this clear? And this is called as inferior ovary. Okay, epigynous is the inferior ovary. Have you seen a sunflower? Yes, sunflower जे yellow petals आसा पळय ते literally त्याच्या तकलेर येवन बसला and that is a epigynous example. तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा? ray florets. Yellow part जे आसा पळय which is very pretty, that is actually ray florets. Okay, आणि next example guava. Guava flower आमी तितले इतले मोगान केन्ना पळोवन आसतले. Okay, and also cucumber. Okay, so these are the examples. आणि बाकीचे example you can see it is called as half inferior because almost they are at the equal level, right? So like आम्ही किती म्हणता? Half inferior म्हणता. Example is plum, rose and peach. आणि hypogamous असा जिथून ते सकल असा that is called as superior ovary and the example is mustard, china rose and brinjal. Just look at that once. If there is anything you have not understood, you can ask me. Okay, so parts of flowers we know it is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, right? Calyx is what? The sepal part. Ata jenna sepals fuse asta, they are called as gamosepals. And jenna te separate asta, they are called as polysepalous. Okay, same with the corolla. Corolla is the petals part. Petals कित्याक असता? Petals are of various colors to attract the pollinators. Okay, फ्लावराचे जे हे आम्ही एक्सेसरी ऑर्गन्स म्हणतात पळय, डू यू नो दॅट वी वेअर एक्सेसरीज, वॉच, इयर्स, सो ते सगळे कित्याक घालता, मे बी हॅव जेंडर स्पेसिफिक एक्सेसरीज, राईट. सो हे कशे असता, दिस आर द एक्सेसरी टू लोकेट द रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह ऑर्गन्स, सो दॅट द pollinators can spot that particular area and they can help in pollination purpose. Okay. मागीर corolla is also, it can be gamopetalous or polypetalous. Gamopetalous म्हणजे जे petals जे आसा they will be fused. Polypetalous म्हणजे the petals are not fused, they are distinctly, you can see different petals which are present. Okay. मागीर shape and color of the corolla, obviously it is different. सगळ्यांचे petals वेगळे वेगळे color असता नी. Some flowers are of yellow color, some red color. Okay, we have seen different colors of flowers, right? Then corolla may be tubular shapes of corolla. Okay, एक yellow color flower फुलता पळय ह्या दिसांनीच, ट्यूब कशे, इट्स व्हेरी कॉमन, हे ते गार्डनान सुद्धा तुमकां दिसतले. Okay, so tubular shape, मागीर bell shape, funnel shape, wheel shape, these are the shapes of flowers which we can see. Okay, is there any doubt here? Give me the yes or no? Okay, do you want a break? Yeah, take a break. 2 minutes only. Three. नींद काढून उडया. I'll ask for your notes. Good morning. Okay. So next subtopic, now Tani. So next topic is estivation. This is also a thing which is coming under flowers. Okay, flowers and जे calyx आणि corolla असा त्यांचे arrangement कसे असा that is called as the estivation. Okay, what is estivation? Arrangement of calyx and corolla. Okay. Now, so there are one, two, three, four types of estivations present. First is valvate. Can you see valvate? Okay, so they are not overlapping on each other. They are just different petals or sepals which are present. ते एकामेकाक coily करना एकामेकाच्या फाटी फुडे येना. So they are just present in a circular mode. Okay, the example कोण असं तिथून? Calotropis. Calotropis म्हणजे एक flower असतं purple color. Okay, usually it is used to offer to Hanuman god. So I don't know whether you guys have seen it. Okay, so that is actually Calotropis user. Then next is twisted. So twisted म्हणजे कशाचा you can see here. एक असा भितर, एक असा बाहेर. Okay, so it's like one is overlapping the sepal or petal which is there in front. Okay, so that is called as the twisted type of estivation. And this type of estivation is present in lady's finger and cotton plants. Okay, next is about imbricate. Imbricate म्हणजे किती एक sepal भितर असा एक sepal बाहेर असा. Can you see this? Okay, one is entirely inside and the others are like that of the twisted ones. Right? Can you see that? One is inside. So this one is inside. आणि बाहेरच्या असा पण एक भितर असा एक बाहेर असा एक भितर असा बाहेर असा. Okay, so that is imbricate. Next is बॅसिलरी. बॅसिलरी म्हणजे एक असतलो सेपल विच इज द बिगर वन आणि बाकीचे जे असतात ते बारीक 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 भितर भितर त्याचे असतले. सो कॅन यू सी अ बिगर वन हिअर आउटसाइड आणि त्याच्या मागे एक दोन तीन चार आर इनसाइड इट डिपेंडिंग ऑन इट्स साइज. Right? Is this clear to everyone? Have you seen a flower like this anywhere? Yeah, rose you can say. Yes, actually rose is this because just because it's many म्हणजे बारीक 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 असं so that's why we feel like it is basiliary. Okay, so no problem, at least you attempted. Yes, is this clear? Estivation किती difficulty असा हांगा किती difficulty असा काय का असा इसता projector is having a lot of difficulty today. Okay, so now Joseph, are you tired? I know you are, but please pay some attention. Yeah, sure, go. Take a break and then you can come. Go. But I'll continue teaching, okay? You want to go with him to support your friend? He is very the tension. Okay? Horror movie. Now, next is about androecium. Androecium and stamens. And stamens and stamens have a long slender filament. So this is androecium. जे का आम्ही किती म्हणता स्टेमन म्हणता. This is anther. हांगा किती असता भितर पोलन. व्हेरी गुड. इतलेच आणि काय हांगा डिफिकल्ट ना फक्त बारीकशी गोष्ट असा that is filament is also called as stalk. Okay, आणि मागीर it can be bilobed म्हणजे दोन. सो सदांच हांगा दोन ड्रॉ करता पळय. सो दॅट इज एक्चुअली bilobed. Okay, then pollen sac म्हणतात तेका आम्ही the structure which is bilobe. Pollen grains त्याच्या भितर असता inside the pollen grains. Sterile stamen म्हणजे stamen which cannot produce pollen grains तेका कितें म्हणटा आम्ही staminode. Okay, again very easy meanings. हे नोट्स सुद्धा तुमका हांवें बेश्टे दिल्ले न्ही तुमका हे सगळे समजता अशें. Okay, clear? Now टू टर्म्स आर देर स्टेमन युनायटेड असू शकता और सेपरेट असपाक शकता युनायटेड कितें म्हणटा आमी yes epipetalous when stamens are attached to the petals second epiphyllous when stamens attached to the perianth of flowers lily perianth म्हणजे कितें जेन्ना सेपल आनी पेटल आमी सेपरेट करूंक शकना तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा पेरियांथ राईट नाव पॉलिएंड्रस म्हणजे stamens are free they are not attached to each other okay then united stamens can be 1 2 3 parts एक तर ते फक्त वन बंच असपाक शकता एक बंडल असपाक शकता तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा मोनो एडल फस ओके एक्झाम्पल चायना रोज नेक्स्ट डाय एडल्फस डाय म्हणजे इन द पेअर्स दोन 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 असतले तेका आमी एक्झाम्पल इज पी नेक्स्ट पॉलिएंड्रस म्हणजे मोर देन टू बंडल्स जेन्ना प्रेझेंट असता तेन्ना आमकां आमी कितें म्हणटा तेका पॉलिएंड्रस एक्झाम्पल इज सिट्रस ओके हे मिनींग कळटा नांवां मातशी याद दवरपाक डिफिकल्ट आसतले बट द मिनींग्स आर लिटरली व्हेरी इजी ओके एकूचदां वाचल्यार पुरो तुमकां याद उरतलें फक्त रिविजन करपाक जाय परत परत सो दॅट मागीर एग्जामीकूय याद उरपाक जाय मिनींग तुमकां समजतलो नो डावट इन दॅट ओके देन so they have variation okay जो फिलामेंट जो आसा पळय तेजो फिलामेंट आमकां खबर आसा फिलामेंटाची लेंथ कॅन बी डिफरंट थोडे खूब लांब आसता थोडे खूब बारीक आसता ओके सो दॅट इज वॉट द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट इज टेलिंग अस द वेरिएशन इन लेंथ ऑफ फिलामेंट विदिन द फ्लावर सच एज साल्विया एंड मस्टर्ड सो वेरिएशन म्हणजे कितें आसता आतां हांवें ड्रॉ केल्ले पळय सगळे एक सिमिलर हायटीचेर केल्ले लायक दीस रायट पूण थोड्या हातून तशें आसता थोड्या हातून थोडे लांब आसतले थोडी बारीक आसतले थोडे तेच्यान बारीक आसतले so it can be different okay so the example is in salvinia and in mustard okay next is about gynoecium which is jenny and jenny is the female part female bird okay so हांगा कितें आसता कार्पल्स म्हणटात आमी तेका फुल स्ट्रक्चराक आमी कितें म्हणटा कार्पल okay कार्पलान कितें आसता stigma style ovary so we are always drawing okay stigma style ovary स्टिग्माचेर पोलन ग्रेन्स येता आणि बसता पोलन ग्रेन इज देन फॉर्मिंग अ पोलन ट्यूब व पोलन ट्यूब ट्रॅव्हलिंग फ्रॉम द स्टाईल आणि येता आणि हांगा ओवरीन जो एग असता पळय तेका फ्यूज करता ओके इज दिस क्लियर सो व्हॉट वी हॅव स्टिग्मा स्टाईल ओवरी विच आर द पार्ट्स ऑफ कार्पल्स स्टिग्मा कितें करता रिसेप्टिव्ह सरफेस फॉर दी पोलन्स हांवें जे सांगलेले पळय तेच हांगा आसा सेंटेन्सीस ओके देन स्टाईल कनेक्ट्स द ओवरी टू स्टिग्मा मागीर ओवरी enlarge basal part elongated tube the style and each ovary has more ovules inside it so हांगा कितें आसता भितर बारीक 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 you can see ovules which are present okay and cushion like placenta and there is a placenta which is present here in the ovarian region okay now जेन्ना कार्पल मोर देन वन आसता आता हांगा एकूच ड्रॉ केला न्ही कार्पल पण जेन्ना इट इज मोर देन वन इफ इट इज फ्री फॉर एक्झाम्पल इन लोटस एंड रोज इट इज कॉल्ड एज एपोकार्पस आणि वेन इट इज सिंक्ड म्हणजे एकामेका कशें जॉईंट आसता तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा सिंकार्पस एक्झाम्पल इज मस्टर्ड एंड टोमॅटो okay so next part is about the presentation before going to the presentation just go through whatever we have learned खंयचोय word missing asa कितें समजुना you can tell me Benjamin, you got the notes of plant kingdom? Yeah. Everybody got the notes of the plant? You got? No? These are 12 standards note. Do you want it? Genetics? Yeah. Bonus. You show me the textbook. Again, I'm asking, फक्त सोलिनेसी असा नाही सगळ्या. फक्त all three. You have all three. What about others? Only Solinesi. I'll explain three, but two are actually deleted. They are not there. Huh? Because I have the latest NCERT textbook which is referred by all the three boards. And that in that actually it is not there. Okay. So next is presentation. Presentation means किती? Arrangement of ovules. How the ovules are arranged. Okay. So सगळ्यात पहिली किती असा? You can refer to the diagrams. Marginal. Okay. हे खाल्ला असतं सगळ्यांनी? खाल्ला? मटर? Yes. So this is marginal. Marginal म्हणजे it is present on a literally margin area. That's why we are calling it as marginal. So placentation, the placenta forms a ridge along the ventral suture of the ovary. Suture म्हणजे ही. Okay, ventral suture of the ovary, and the ovules are born in the ridge forming two rows. Okay, so that two rows open केला नाही यांना खाली आणि तुम्ही yes, so that is actually present in T. First type, that is marginal presentation. Second is exile. Can you see exile here? This one. Madi asa, but there are compartments which are present, right? And ani hanga type asa, but hanga compartments na. So this is the difference between these two. This is called as exile. And exile is present in China rose, tomato, and lemon. Okay. Next is parietal. So where is parietal? Parietal means towards the periphery, towards the corner, towards the margin. Okay. Can you see this? Towards the margins. ते काम किती म्हणता? Peripheral. So parietal presentation, ovules develop inner wall of the ovary on peripheral parts. Periphery म्हणजे किती? सामके सायडीक पोनशाक म्हणजे डायरेक्टली येऊन या वॉलांक येऊन अटॅच जाव दॅट इज पेरिफेरल. ओके नेक्स्ट इज पेरिफेरल एक्झाम्पल्स अशा पोवन आसतली तुम्ही जस्ट इमॅजिन हांगा ऑलरेडी डायग्राम्स दिले आणि हे डायग्राम्स त्याच्याच खातीर दिला बिकॉज हे सगळेच आम्ही पयला अशें आसचे ना. ओके पेरिफेरी पेरिफेरी हे पपया अटॅच असता पळय मद्दी काय मेळना आनी सायडीन अटॅच असता. येस ओके clear? Okay. Then basil is present in sunflower marigold. Basil खंय आसा हांगा? Basil is where? Basil is last one. So this is the base area. Basil म्हणतात त्यांना असं draw करप. So the example is sunflower marigold. Okay, basil. Next is central. Actually pre-central. This is one ना. By mistake हे दोन झाल्या. Okay. Pre-central is this. So मदी असा it is free. हांगा कितें आशिल्ले attachments आशिल्ले हांगा तशें attachment विचारल्यार काय ना. It is just there in the center. Okay. When ovules are born. Okay. So when ovules are born on the central axis, सेप्टा आर एबसेंट. सो हे जे मार्जिन्स आसा पळय जे सेपरेट करता पळय तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा सेप्टा म्हणटा. सेप्टा मीन्स अ लाइन विच इज लिटरली सेपरेटिंग देम. Okay, so that is called as septa is absent here, and this type is present in dianthes and thymos. Okay, so then ovary is one chambered, म्हणजे एकूच चेंबर असता केन्ना केन्ना ovary. For example, that is mustard and argemone. Okay, is there any difficulty here? Sure. Okay, just go through it once. किद्दे कळुना you can ask me. Okay. Next part is bit easy. So आम्ही every time पहिला life. So we know fruit is the characteristic feature of a flowering plant or the angiosperms, right? मागीर जेन्ना fruits develop जाता without any fertilization, that is fertilization of male and female gamete. तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा parthenocarpic fruit. Okay, parthenocarpic fruit म्हणजे fruit which is produced without any fusion of male and female gamete. Okay, then pericarp is what? Pericarp is the consist of wall or pericarp. So that is the wall or the outer layer of the fruit. Okay, outer layer of the fruit is called as pericarp. So this can be dry or fleshy. And there are three different layers of this pericarp. Outer layer is epicarp, middle is meso, and inner is endocarp. Okay, so epi, meso, endo. So you can see that actually here in this diagrams. Okay, so the structure of fruit which is given here is drupe. Drupe structure is present in mango and coconut. Okay, mango and coconut. So you can see here monocarpellary. Monocarpellary म्हणजे कितले कार्पल्स असतले? One. Superior ovary. Superior ovary म्हणजे ओदे फर्स्टच जे आम्ही फॉर्मॅट पळयल्लो पळय wherein the ovary वयर आशिल्ले आणि सगळे वर्स आशिल्ले ते सकयल्यान येताले. Okay, superior ovary, one seeded. This is one seeded. Yes, right. So mango pericarp is well differentiated into epicarp. Can you see this outer layer epicarp? मागीर असा कोण mesocarp जो आम्ही literally खातात. That is the fleshy part, fruit part. And then inside there is seed which is actually endocarp which is the hard part. Okay, so तीन layer कळ्ळे epicarp, mesocarp, endocarp. And in coconut the fruit is also called as drupe and the mesocarp is fibrous. Fibrous म्हणजे fiber like. Okay, mesocarp middle layer. Middle layer कसं असा जे आम्ही कातली खातात पळय that is the mesocarp. Epicarp the outer hard part. Okay, this is clear. Any doubt here? Sure. Last part of this is the seed. Okay. Now ovules are forming into seed. Which part of flower forms the seed? Ovules. Okay, ovary खबर आसा न्ही? Ovary. Right, ovary च्या भितर कितें असता? Small ovules. Okay, like this. अच्छा बारीक small म्हणजे सामके dot कशे समजचे. Okay. So this oval ovules are forming into seeds. Then there is a presence of seed coat and an embryo. आता हे seed coat म्हणजे किती असतलं? कोट असतलं नी त्याका गरमी जाताना घालून होता असतलं बाहेर, right? So that is the seed coat. Then embryo, which is the second part, it is differentiated into radicle. Radicle म्हणजे किती? Yes, future root. Plumule is future shoot. Don't forget this. Okay, then embryonal axis म्हणजे किती? That we will see embryonal axis. Okay, so one cotyledons or two cotyledons might be present. One cotyledon in, very good. Two cotyledons in dicot. Okay, then structure of dicotyledonous seed. So seed coat किती असा हांगा in dicotyledonous seed? That is the seed coat is the outermost layer. Okay, seed coat is the outermost layer and it has two layers. सगळ्यात भायलो असा त्याका कितें म्हणटा? टेस्टा आणि त्याच्या भितर असा त्याका म्हणटा कितें? टॅगमन. Okay, testa, tegmen. These are the two layers of seed coat. Okay, next is about hilum. Can you see hilum here? Yes. So hilum is what? Seed coat through which developing seed were attached to the fruit. Developing seed ज्या जाग्यार attach असतले ताका कितें म्हणटा? Hilum. Then there is a small opening जेका हांगा we can see and that opening is called as micropyle. आणि हे micropyle end जे आसा पळय जेन्ना तो ओव्यूल ल्हान आशिल्लो जेन्ना तो फर्टिलायज जावन आशिल्लो तेन्ना थंयच्यान कोण एंटर जातालो? Sperm was entering from this micropylar end. Okay, हे micropylar end, chalazal end, antipodal cell, polar nuclei, synergid, filiform apparatus, हे सगळं 12th आसा. हांगा थोडे थोडे आसा, but 12th चड आसा. Okay, yes, is this clear? Now, within the seed coat, म्हणजे seed coatच्या भितर जे किती आसा तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा? Embryo. आणि embryoच्या भितर कितें आसा? Embryonal axis आणि cotyledon. Okay, yes, so this is cotyledon and whatever that is inside, that is plumule, radicle, हे सगळे आसा पळय तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा? Embryonal axis. Okay, so cotyledon कितें आसता तितून? reserve food material तितून आसता. Then it ends at embryonal axis present at radicle and plumule. Then castor तितून कितें जाता? Double fertilization. Double fertilization, have you heard this anywhere? We have discussed this before. We have discussed this before. Angiosperms, double fertilization, antipodal cells, हांगा egg असता, हांगा polar nuclei असता. Polar nuclei is sperm is fusing this egg and also this polar nuclei. So दोन्ही कडे जेव्हा fuse जाता तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा? Double fertilization. Okay, which is present in castor. Food storing tissue is endospermic seed. मागीर bean, gram, pea हे सगळे आसा जितून mature seeds are not present and such seeds are called non endosporous. So sporous, endosporous आणि non endosporous. Non endosporous आणि कितें ना? Seed ना. आणि कितें आसा? Mature seed is present. Is this clear? Yes, तेका clear जालें. Okay, तेंची हालत आहे तुमच्या दृष्टीने कित्याक I don't know. Okay, next is about structure of monocotyledonous seed. Monocot seed कशे असता? So it can be endospermic, but in orchid it is non-endospermic. Endospermic म्हणजे किती? Endosperms किती रे? एंजिओ तो इतल्या बेगीन तुम्ही तो प्लांट किंगडम विसरली चॅप्टर. Okay, this is a small homework. Okay, homework म्हणजे notes तुमच्याकडे असा break मेळटा तेन्ना just once you can read. Okay, what it is. Fine. Now, एक्झाम्पल किती किती दिला आमकां हांगा सिरियल्स आणि मेज तितून आसा सीड कोड मेम्ब्रेनस एंड जनरली फ्यूज विथ द फ्रूट वॉल. सो हांगा जो सीड कोड आसा पळय आमी सीड कोड इन डायकोड वी कॅन डिफरन्शिएट इट. हांगा तसो ना, इट इज लिटरली फ्यूज्ड हियर. ओके, सो एंडोस्पर्म इज द बल्की एंड इट स्टोर्स food. Okay, it's bulky and it stores food. Then okay, jenna monocot seed बरयतली, there are many important points words which you have to write. सगळ्यात पहिली म्हणजे aleurone layer. Okay, these are the characters of monocot seed. Second is scutellum, then coleoptile, and then coleorhiza. Okay. So now can you see this line wala layer? That is aleurone layer. So how किती करता? Outer covering of the endosperm which separate embryo and the proteinaceous layer. Okay, so outer layer of monocot is what? Aleurone layer. Magir eta scutella. So embryo here is small and it is situated in the biome and it consists of a one large and shield shaped cotyledon. Ekkuch cotyledon asa hanga. That's why we are calling it as monocot, and that's why it is that area is called as scutellum. किती म्हणतात त्या एरियाक आमी scutellum म्हणटा. And obviously थंय कितें आसतले axis आसतले, that is femule and radicle. Okay, last is coleoptile. So coleoptile is the area ज्या जाग्यार प्लिम्यूल आणि रेडिकल आर एनक्लोज्ड, दे आर कवर्ड इन अ शीथ. बारीकशे कवरिंग आसा प्लिम्यूल आणि रेडिकलाक, तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा कॉलिऑप्टाइल एंड कॉलरायझा रिस्पेक्टिवली. सो फॉर प्लिम्यूल इट इज कॉलिऑप्टाइल, फॉर रेडिकल इट इज कॉलरायझा. Is this clear? Can you see these things here? Scutellum, coleoptile, plumule, right? Then radical, colorize. Clear? Yes? Any doubt? No. Okay. Next is about the description of floral formulas. Floral formula म्हणजे कितें? We are writing the characters of the flower, the major whorls of the flower in a formula. जेतून एंटोशियम, गायनोशियम हेंका एक पर्टिक्युलर कितें आसता symbol दिल्ले आसता. Okay, सगळ्यात first we'll see BR for bracted. So it's there, just mark it. Okay, BR for bracted, K for C for P for A for G for, then G वर line आसा जाल्यार superior ovary, G सकल line आसा जाल्यार sorry या सकल line आसा जाल्यार superior ovary, वयर आसा जाल्यार inferior ovary. Okay, then bisexual you'll have a structure like this, right? Okay, male female कळटा सगळ्यांक? Yes, very easy, right? Then this, a circle with a plus mark in the center is actinium. This is telling us the symmetry, right? My percentage is zygomorphic. मागीर ब्रॅकेट एका कितें म्हणटा आमी, ब्रॅकेट केन्ना घालता एका नंबराक, that means they are fused. Okay, if there is a number, for example 5 number आसा आनी तेका ब्रॅकेट घातला जाल्यार those sepal, petor or whatever that is fused with each other. Okay, मागीर एक लाईन ड्रॉ केल्ली आसता जाल्यार इट इज adhesion म्हणजे fusion between the different floral whorls. Okay, is this clear to everybody? So now always remember floral diagrams aan कितें आसता, floral diagrams aan आसता calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. कितें आसा calyx, corolla, एंड्रोशियम गायनोशियम इतलेच. ओके, नॉट टू वरी अबाउट दिस थिंग्स मोर. इतलेच आसा. मागीर successive walls, yeah. So there is shown as cohesion and adhesion within parts of the walls between the walls. So कितें आसता? Linked asa, poised asa, or they are fusing with each other. Everything is presented here in the floral diagram. And with this type of estimation also, we can come to know how they will be present when we see them live flowering on some plant. Okay? So हांगा कितें करता आमी? सारखे artistic draw करपाक जायना म्हणून that's why these were the shortcuts actually during the earlier times. But now it is becoming a headache to us. Okay? So कितले कॅलिक्स आसा? 1 2 3 4. कोरोला कितले आसा? 4. एंड्रोशियम कितले आसा? गायनेशियम कितले आसा? 2. राइट? Yes. Then, so हो कोणाचो diagram by the way? Brassicaceae family. Okay? Now, number 1 is Fabaceae family. सगळ्यांक ना, but still. Okay? So, like commonly we say this as a lily family. Okay, lilies पडटा हेच्या भितर सगळे. आणि वेजिटेटिव्ह कॅरेक्टर्स कितें आसता? सो दे आर पेरेनियल हर्ब्स, अंडरग्राउंड बल्ब आसा तितून, जेका आमी कॉम्स सुद्दां म्हणटा. लास्ट टायम आमी पळयल्ले पळय कॉम्स. कॉम्स आर अंडरग्राउंड. I had told you to write. I had told you it is extra. So next time. Corms and there is rhizomes. Leaves किती असता? Basal असता. Alternate formation असता. They are linear with each other. Exstipulate. म्हणजे stipulate. Stipule ना. Parallel venation is present here. Okay. Then floral characters. Inflorescence किती असता? Solitary. म्हणजे एक असू शकता. नाल्या cymose inflorescence असू शकता. Cymose, decimose. खबर असा? Yes, cymose is older one will be at the top. Very good. Okay, cymose. Then umbellate cluster. Umbellate म्हणजे umbrella like structures. Umbellate clusters. Then flower bisexual. Actinomorphic is the symmetry. Perianth कितले असा? 3+3. Bracket म्हणजे very good. Okay, often united into tube आणि valvate estivation. Okay, androecium stamen किती असा? 6, 3+3 आणि एपिपेडिस. देन गायनोशियम ट्राय कितले कार्पल? 3. सिंकार्पस म्हणजे तीन कार्पल असतात ते बीन किती असा? फ्यूज्ड असा एकामेकाक. दॅट्स वाय इट इज सिंकार्पस. ओवरी इज सुपेरियर. ट्राय लोक्युलर. लोक्युल्स कंपार्टमेंट्स मध्ये जे असा इट इज ट्रायलोक्युलर. सी 1 2 3. ओके, ट्रायलोक्युलर. ओके, Shania, this one. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, trilocular. Then with many ovules, exile placentation. Placentation types पहिले आम्ही. And then fruit here is capsule and rarely it is a berry. Seed is endosperm. Okay, floral formula. Bracts असा, so BR बरेले. And plus is plus circle with the plus is which type of symmetry? Actinomorphic. This is bisexual. P and A here are bracket म्हणजे fused. Okay, then 3+3 also fused. And 3+3 they are not fused. म्हणून ते bracket ना. And ovary here is superior. And 3 that is fused again. Okay, economic importance किती family ची? Ornamental purpose, source of medicine, vegetable आणि colchicine. Colchicine is the one of the chemical which is used in the lab. Okay, that is colchicine. Yes, is this clear to everybody? Then next is about Solanaceae. Fabaceae करू ना दिसता न्ही? Okay, Fabaceae will do. Fabaceae पहिली त्याचे नाव आशिल्ले कितें? Pepi. Can you read this for me? पेपिली मातशी न्हिदूय वयतली. इट इज पेपे पेपे पेपिली नॉय डे डे पेपिली नॉय डे earlier name. Okay, and it was subfamily of leguminous family. Okay, आम्ही सब फॅमिली सब कॅटेगरीज बी असा म्हणून त्यांना शिकलेली पहिले इन द चॅप्टर 1. राईट, सो दीज आर द एक्चुअली सब फॅमिलीज. ओके, सो वेजिटेटिव्ह कॅरेक्टर किती आसा? ट्री, श्रब्स, हब्स, रूट्स आसा, रूट नड्यूल्स आसा. मागीर स्टेम इरेक्ट म्हणजे इट्स स्ट्रेट अँड इट इज अ क्लाइंबर. ओके, इरेक्ट और क्लाइंबर. लीव्स फॉर्मेशन कशें आसा? ऑल्टरनेट आसा, पिन्नेटली कंपाउंड आसा. पिन्नेट खबर आसा न्ही? पिन्नेट आणि दुसरे कितें आशिल्ले? palmate. Okay, pinnately compound or it can be simple. Leaf base, pulvinate, stipulate, venation is reticulate venation. Okay, mage floral inflorescence किती आसा? racemose. Flower bisexual, zygomorphic. Zygomorphic म्हणजे खंयची sign येतली? Symbol percentage. Very good. Okay, then calyx, sepal 5 आसा, gamosepalous आसा, valvate, imbricate, estivation is present. Okay, next is corolla कितले आसा? petal 5, polypetalous. Okay, ते फ्यूज ना एकामेका बरोबर. पेपिल्युनेसी consist of posterior standard 2 wings आसा तेका, anterior ones forming a kill. Okay, 2 एक कितें जाता? anterior म्हणजे inside part, that is kill. Maxillary is the estivation. Okay, then androecium 10 आसा and it is called as diadelphous. Okay, then diadelphous किती असतले? They will be fused दोन in a pair, right? That's why diadelphous. Then anther is dithecus. Dithecus म्हणजे 2 thicca are present. Okay, then gynoecium, ovary, superior, monocarpellary, unilocular. Many ovules are present and style is only one, single. Fruit, legume type of fruit. Seed, drupe एक fruit शिकले आम्ही. Fruit type आम्ही actually एकूच शिकले, which is drupe. Okay, legume बीन आम्ही actually शिकू ना in the theory. Fine. Then there is seed, 1 to many and non-endospermic. Okay. Then economic importance किती दिलेले? They are the source of pulses. ग्राम, अरहर, साम, सेम, मूग हे सगळे फॉल्स इंटू फॅबेसी फॅमिलीज. ऑयल सुद्धा मेळटा तितल्यान, डाय सुद्धा मेळटा, फायबर इज ऑल्सो देर अँड ऑल्सो देर इज दे आर ऑर्नामेंटल. ओके, दिस इज क्लियर. लास्ट इज सोलेनेसी. This is the large family commonly called as potato family. Vegetative किती असता? Stem is herbaceous. Herbs खबर आसा न्ही सगळ्या? Herbaceous. Rarely it is woody. घट सोलेनेसी फॅमिलीचे स्टेम केन्ना चुकून मेळटले. Then aerial म्हणजे above the ground, below the ground they are not present. Erect म्हणजे straight उभे आसा. Cylindrical branch, solid and hollow. सॉलिड और हॉलो म्हणजे कितें? स्टेम जे आसा पळय ते भितर एक तर फिल्ड आसतले ना जाल्यार इट विल बी एम्प्टी. ओके, देन हेअर विल बी प्रेझेंट, दॅट इज ग्लेब्रस. अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम, दॅट इज पोटॅटो. मॉडिफिकेशन आमी शिकलेली, राईट. देन लिव्स कितें आसा? ऑल्टरनेट, सिंपल, रेअरली पामेट. ओके, सॉरी, पिन्नेट आणि एक्स्टिप्युलेट, वेनेशन, रेटिक्युलेट. Venation किती आसा? Reticulate. So this is monocot or dicot? Reticulate venation, dicot. Okay. Then floral character. Inflorescence किती आसा? Solitary म्हणजे एकूच फ्लावर आसा. Axillary ते बी खंय वयर असतले. Or cymose. Cymose म्हणजे older will be at the top. Flower is bisexual आणि actinomorphic. Actinomorphic म्हणजे कोणची साइन? Yes, circle and the plus. Okay. Then calyx 5 असा, united असा, persistent असा आणि estivation is valvate. Corolla 5, united, estivation estivation is again valvate. Androecium 5 असा, epipetalous असा. Gynoecium bicarpellary 2 असा. Syncarpus fused. Ovary is superior. Bilocular placenta swollen with the many ovules. आणि ovules are exile in position. Okay, ovules किती असा arrangement कशी असा exile. Okay, then fruit, berry or capsule, seed किती असा many and it is endospermous. So endospermous. Okay, floral formula, this is, yeah, this is bisexual. This is what? Actinomorphic. This is calyx or corolla. That's the only problem which we face. Calyx. Okay, it is 5 fused, corolla 5 fused, and corolla is fused with the androecium, which is also 5. Ovary is superior. And kitle asa? 2. Okay, that is also fused. Economic importance kide asa? Source of food, tomato, brinjal, etc. Spice, chili, medicine, and ashwagandha is the famous medicine which we use, and fumigatory, that is tobacco. Very important. Last is ornament. Example, petunia. Petunia is a very beautiful flower. Okay. So this was about morphology. I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes. Whose exam is on 22nd? 1, 2, आणि कोणाचा? 21st. 21st. आणि कोणाचा? 21st. 21st. Almost everyone. So for them, I'll just brush up with this anatomy of dicot and monocot plants. Okay. सगळे similar layers असा. So just you know the order. That's it. Okay. And for you, the initial part I'll do on Monday. Yes. So thank you सगळ्या. So from here we'll start. Okay. So monocot, dicot, I'll just talk to Sneha for some time and then I'll just take a break. Okay. We'll try to finish this in 10 minutes. Hmm? If you want to revise, you can take a break. I'll teach this to you later. Anybody else? Jenga exam now, they can take a break. Okay, you can also take a break. You also don't have exam, right? Paper, right? Test. You both can sit on that side. You can come on this side. Okay, for this, refer to the diagrams first. Okay, to be diagram open Dora, I'll keep this writing pattern here open. Hmm? The diagrams are, yeah, some of them, just, but it's okay. Ready? Okay. So सगळ्यात पहिले you should know that this is dicot monocot structure आणि dicot plant आणि monocot plantaचे किती किती घेतला root, stem and leaves. Okay. So number one we are discussing is roots and this is the root of dicot plant. Okay. So dicot plantaचे ज्यांना roots मी sections घेता बारीक बारीक and when we are observing it under the microscope त्यांना आमका खंयचे खंयचे layers दिसतात. Okay, number one which you should write down blindly, that is actually the epidermis. किती outermost layer of anything is called as epidermis. त्याका एक स्पेशल नाव असा त्याका किती म्हणता आम्ही एपिब्लेमा. ओके सो हो एपिब्लेमा कसो असा outermost protective layer असा त्याका केन्ना केन्ना बारीकशे रूट हेअर सुद्धा असता आणि त्याचे फंक्शन किती असा टू absorb water and minerals. त्याच्या मागीर जो लेयर असा त्याका आम्ही म्हणता किती कॉर्टेक्स लेयर आणि हो कॉर्टेक्स असा विच इज अ पेरेनकायमेटस सेल. पेरेनकायमा म्हणजे लिव्हिंग सेल्स. ओके पेरेनकायमा म्हणजे किती लिव्हिंग सेल्स आणि त्यांच्यामध्ये किती असा इंटरसेल्युलर स्पेसिस असा सेल्स जे असा पळय सामके घट्ट ना एकामेका बरोबर मधी मधी किती असा जागे असा स्पेसिंग असा अँड ऑल्सो दे आर स्टोरिंग फूड. सो त्यांचे फंक्शन किती इट स्टोर्स फूड. सो सगळ्या लेयर्सांचे किती असा हाऊ दे लुक what is the if they have any spacing in between what type of cell they are having living cell असा dead cell असा काही ग्रो करता तो सेल असा हे मेन्शन केला आणि थर्ड मेन्शन केला त्यांचे फंक्शन्स. ओके सो हे 3 पॉइंट लिटरली आय हॅव सेग्रिगेटेड. ओके नाव नेक्स्ट लेयर किती म्हणता आम्ही एंडोडर्मिस आणि एंडोडर्मिस जो असा जो कॉर्टेक्सच्या भितरलो लेयर असा. सो सगळ्यात पहिली किती असा भायलो लेयर एपिब्लेमा मागीर येता कॉर्टेक्स आणि त्याच्या मध्ये येता मागीर सकयल येता एंडोडर्मिस. ओके सो हो एक सिंगल लेयर आणि सेल्स कसले शेप असा बॅरल शेप. ओके हांगा सेल बॅरल शेप असा आणि त्यांच्या ह्या सेल्साच्या मध्ये गॅप ना जसे हांगा गॅप आशिल्ले पळय तसे हांगा त्यांच्या मध्ये गॅप्स ना. ओके अँड देर इज radial tangential wall contain Casparian strips made up of suberin lines असा त्याच्यामध्ये and suberin is actually giving them एक किती म्हणतात structure which is literally protecting them from any external damage. So they can literally secrete it and they can help it to withstand in that particular environment. Okay मागे function किती असा they movement of water into the vascular tissue. So ते किती करता help करता उदक आणि भितर घेवपाक absorption part is done by the epidermis right. So ते हे किती करता यांचे आता काम असा कॅरी फॉरवर्ड करपाचे जे उदक आणि मिनरल एब्झॉर्ब केला पळय ते. ओके मागीर नेक्स्ट इज अबाउट पेरिसायकल. पेरिसायकल खंय असा इनसाइड दी एंडोडर्मिस. ओके एंडोडर्मिसच्या भितर कोण असा पेरिसायकल असा आणि त्याच्या भितर असा पेरेनकायमेटस सेल म्हणजे अगेन दे आर लिव्हिंग सेल्स. ओके मागीर फंक्शन किती असता पेरिसायकलाचे दे गिव्ह रायज टू लॅटरल रूट्स. मेन रूट असता आणि बाकी सायडीचे बारीक बारीक रूट्स असा पळय तांकां कोण तयार करता पेरिसायकल आणि दे आर फॉर्मिंग वेस्क्युलर कॅम्बियम. वेस्क्युलर कॅम्बियम म्हणजे जायलम अँड फ्लोएम. ओके मागीर conjunctive tissue. So they are also parenchymatous and this is present between xylem and phloem. Okay मागीर vascular bundle 2 ते 4 xylem असा and phloemaचे बारीक बारीक patches असा. Okay yes is this clear vascular bundle आणि कॅम्बियम जे असा पळय ते मागे आता कॅम्बियम म्हणजे किती कॅम्बियम म्हणजे असले सेल जे ऍक्च्युअली दे आर डिवायडिंग देमसेल्फ इनटू xylem and phloem. ओके यांचं सगळ्यांचं मिनिंग ऍक्च्युअली फर्स्ट हाफान दिला तर फर्स्ट हाफ तुमका कॅन्सल केला. दॅट्स वाय आय वॉज सेइंग की फर्स्ट हाफ शिकयना जाल्यार सेकंड हाफ कशें करतले. ओके, बट डोंट वरी, स्टील त्यांचे मिनिंग खूप सिंपल आसा. कॅम्बियम म्हणजे कितें? कॅम्बियम म्हणजे डेव्हलप्स लेटर जायलम एंड फ्लोएम. म्हणजे तुम्ही असे म्हणू शकता की पयलीं तो सेल कॅम्बियम आशिल्लो, आता तो डिवायड जाता, थोडे सेल जाता जायलम, थोडे सेल जाता फ्लोएम. ओके, देन पिथ म्हणजे कितें? स्मॉल ऑर इन. पिथ म्हणजे सदांच सेंटराक एक बारीकसो जागो असता, तेका कितें म्हणटा? पिथ. सो हांगा कितें आसा? खूब बारीक आसा पिथ आनी इट इज इनकॉन्स्पिक्युअस. ओके, काय लिटरली दिसना, सामको बारीकसो आसा, सामको निग्लेक्ट करूंक शकता तेका आमी. ओके, स्टिले हियर एंडोडर्मिस टुगेदर फॉर्म स्टिले. कोण कोण असता स्टिलेन? पेरिसायकल असता, वेस्क्युलर बंडल असता आणि पिथ असता. ओके, कोण कोण असता स्टिलेन? स्टिले इज अ स्ट्रक्चर हियर इन द रूट आणि तितून कितें कितें आसा? पेरिसायकल, वेस्क्युलर बंडल आणि पिथ, जे आम्ही ऑलरेडी डिस्कस केला. पेरिसायकल डिस्कस केला, वेस्क्युलर बंडल डिस्कस केला आणि पिथ इज ऑल्सो डिस्कस. हे सगळे मिळून जाता स्टिले स्ट्रक्चर. इज दिस क्लियर? येस. देन इम्पॉर्टंट फीचर्स ऑफ डायकॉट इज रूट हांगा कितें आसा? युनिसेल्युलर. कॅस्पिरियन स्ट्रिप्स ऑब्वियसली दे आर प्रेझेंट, आम्ही आत्ता पळयला. जायलम बंडल कितले आसा? 2 ते 4 आणि पिथ कितले आसा? बारीक आसा. Secondary growth here is present. Okay, is this clear? Yes. Now second is about monocotyledonous root. Okay, so this root is dicot root. Similarities कितें आसा dicot root भितर? थंय एपिडर्मिस आसा, कॉर्टेक्स आसा, एंडोडर्मिस आसा, पेरिसायकल आसा, वेस्क्युलर बंडल आसा आणि पिथ आसा. हे सगळे कॉमन जे कितून आशिल्ले? डायकॉटान सुद्धा आशिल्ले. डिफरन्स कितें? व्हॉट इज द डिफरंट थिंग इन द मोनोकॉट? सो डिफरंट थिंग इज जायलम बंडल हांगा कितले आसा? 6 आणि पिथ कितें आसा? लार्ज. थंय कितें आशिल्ले? स्मॉल. आणि हियर इट इज वेल डेव्हलप्ड. एक्चुअली ते होल्ड करता, सपोर्ट दिता तेंका. ओके, देन सेकंडरी ग्रोथ हियर. इमॅजिन न्ही, सगळ्या मोनोकॉट्सान सेकंडरी ग्रोथ इज एबसेंट. रूट असू, लीफ असू, स्टेम असू. ओके, सेकंडरी ग्रोथ इज एबसेंट. सेकंड, बाय द वे, ग्रास खबर आसा तुमकां न्ही? ग्रास इज एक्झाम्पल ऑफ मोनोकॉट. ग्रास केन्ना वूड कशें घट्ट केन्ना पळयल्या तुमी? ना न्ही. सो जेन्ना प्लांट धाकटे आसता पळय, दॅट इज एक्चुअली द प्रायमरी ग्रोथ. जेन्ना ते व्हडले जाता, वुडी स्ट्रक्चर जाता, दॅट इज दी सेकंडरी ग्रोथ. सो ते सेकंडरी ग्रोथ हे मोनोकॉट्सान एबसेंट आसता. Is this clear to everybody? Any doubt here? No, right? Again, I'm saying, मातशे first time सांगता म्हणून मातशे difficult पडटले, but please try to read this again at home. Same format हांव तुमकां धाडटा आयज, सॉफ्ट कॉपी धाडटा. इफ हार्ड कॉपी मेळूना जाल्यार ओके, हार्ड कॉपी चड करून तुमकां फाल्यां दितली दिसता म्हाका, बिकॉज प्रिंटिंगाक मातसो टायम लागता. ओके, then so what is the difference between monocot and zygote? We said xylem bundle is 2 to 4 in dicot and monocot कितें more than 6. With small asa, large asa, secondary growth present, absent. This is the structure जे तुम्ही आता तुमच्या टेक्स्टबुकार पळयला. ओके, देन डायकॉट स्टेम. डायकॉट स्टेम कितें आसता? अगेन देर इज एपिडर्मिस, आउटरमोस्ट लेयर, कॉर्टेक्स, कॉर्टेक्साच्या अंडर हायपोडर्मिस, कॉर्टेक्स प्रॉपर आणि नेक्स्ट इज एंडोडर्मिस. ओके, एपिडर्मिस कितें आसता? अगेन आउटर प्रोटेक्टिव्ह लेयर कवर्ड विथ क्युटिकल. हांगा आनी एक स्ट्रक्चर आसा, एपिडर्मिस आसा, एपिडर्मिसाच्या भायर आनी एक लेयर आसा, तेका कितें म्हणटा? क्युटिकल. ओके, मागीर ट्रायकोम्स एंड फ्यूज टोमेटा आर प्रेजेंट. ट्रायकोम्स म्हणजे कितें? बारीक बारीक एक्सटेन्शन्स आसता तेका, जशे रूट हेअर असतात पळय, तशेच बारीक बारीक हेअर लायक स्ट्रक्चर्स आसा, तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा? ट्रायकोम्स. दे आर प्रेजेंट हियर. मागीर कॉर्टेक्स कितें आसा? 3 रिजन्स आसा कॉर्टेक्साचे. हायपोडर्मिस जे एपिडर्मिसाचे मातशे सकयल आसा, ते कॉलेनकायमा आसा. कॉलेनकायमा इज अ टायप ऑफ सेल. ओके, कॉलेनकायमा, पेरेनकायमा, स्क्लेरेनकायमा, 3 टायपाचे सेल्स असतात. सो पेरेनकायमा पयलीं आमी पळयले, हे कितें जाता? कॉलेनकायमा सेल्स. ओके, आनी दे गिव मेकॅनिकल सपोर्ट, म्हणजे घट रावपाक ते हेल्प करता. कॉर्टेक्स प्रॉपर कितें करता? दे आर थिन पेरेनकायमेटस सेल आणि लार्ज इंटरसेल्युलर स्पेसीस असता तेंच्यामध्ये. ओके, जागे कितें आसा सेलाच्या भितर? खूब व्हडले आसा. देन एंडोडर्मिस, इनरमोस्ट कॉर्टेक्स, सगळ्यान सकयलो लास्ट लेयर, रिच इन स्टार्च क्रीम. Okay, storage you can say. Then they also called as starch sheet. Since starch is present inside them, they are also called as starch. Second is pericycle. Pericycle khaya asa above the phloem. You look at the diagram, okay? Pericycle is present above the diagram, above the phloem, and it is semilunar patches of sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma म्हणजे किती? Dead tissues. Okay, pericycle is what? Made up of sclerenchymatous cell, and sclerenchyma म्हणजे dead tissues. Okay, medullary rays present as a rays, medullary rays, can you spot in your diagram? Yes, this is dicot stem. Medullary rays kela label? Yes. So ते किती असा arrange in parenchymatous cell. Again तिथून किती असा parenchyma cells present असा. Vascular bundle is present. Function किती आहे? Lateral transport of food and water. Okay, vascular bundle is present. Vascular bundle ring कशा असता? Conjoint structure असता. Open असा. Open म्हणजे cambium present असा. आणि it is endarch. Endarch म्हणजे inside. Okay, exarch म्हणजे बाहेर असतं. Endarch is inside. हा, येस, एंडार्च म्हणजे ते एंडा कसा पळय. ओके, एक्झार्च म्हणजे ते मधी असतले खंय तरी. ओके, एम्प्टी, that empty part is called as pit. Yes, so pit here is large central region. Yes, can you see that? Pit, large central region composed of parenchymatous cell, large intercellular spaces. Yes, then a comparison you can do later. Okay, these tables I have given, this is for better understanding. Okay, a table जितले असा पळय, that is actually extra thing which I have put, and that is actually the comparison between dicot and monocot, stem, leaf and everything. ते तुम्ही, you can read it later. Then okay, no, still I'll do it. Hypodermis किती असा? Collenchyma made up of collenchyma. Vascular bundle ring arrangement असा. Cambium present असा. Bundle type conjoint and open. Protoenzyme. Protoenzyme म्हणजे enzyme दोन टाइपाचे असतात. Proto म्हणजे earlier enzyme. तो किती असता? Endarch असता. Endodermis is starch sheet. Okay, starch sheet. खूप starch grains असतात तो starch sheet. Then monocotyledonous stem. Stemaचे character किती असा हांगा? सगळ्यात पहिली hypodermis, ground tissues, vascular bundle. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Then hypodermis made up of sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma are, again I said, it is dead tissues. Okay, मागे ground tissue किती असा? Large असा, and there is presence of parenchyma. Vascular bundle खूप असा, you can't count them. There are many scattered here and there in the ground tissue and surrounded by the bundle sheath. Okay, bundle sheath म्हणजे त्यांच्या surrounding आणि एक layer असता, ते special layer जो vascular bundle ला cover करता पळय त्यांका म्हणता आम्ही bundle sheath. Okay, then yes, and it is also conjoined and it is closed structure. Other features हांगा किती असा? Peripheral bundles are very small. Peripheral म्हणजे towards the end कसा, and they are very small, and phloem parenchyma is here absent. आणि water containing cavities are present. So there will be small cavities जिथून किती असतले? Water present असतले. Okay, now difference between dicot and monocot stem, this is very important. हे केन्ना केन्ना येता 2 मार्क्सासाठी, 4 मार्क्सासाठी. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 points here. So हांगा किती असा? Collenchyma असा, sclerenchyma, vascular bundle ring like arrangement, scattered असा हांगा थंय, cambium present, absent, bundle type open, closed, secondary growth present. Please write this secondary growth. Always absent in absent in monocot, present in dicot. Okay, what is cambium? Cambium पळय, phloem असा, xylem असा. हे phloem आणि xylem produce करपाचे काम is done by the cambium. Okay, cambium you can say is like the mother. It is producing either the phloem part or the xylem part. Okay, is this clear to everybody? किती आणि doubt असा तकले then you can ask. Is there any doubt here till now? No? Sure? You have any other doubt? Lisa? No? Okay. Yes. Next is about leaf of dicot. जेका आम्ही किती म्हणता? Dorsiventral म्हणता. Just open that leaf diagram. Yes. Leaf ना तुमका. Then you can go on that side. तुमकां आनी कोणाक लीफ ना? ए रावा गो मोडटा ही. वेट फॉर सम टाइम. ये दिसता. हांव टू 12th चेड. ओके ओके. बरें जालें. ओके, एनीबडी एल्स जेंका लीफ ना? तुमकां आसा लीफ? ओके, आय विल कवर इट अप. काय ना, दोनूच स्ट्रक्चर्स आसा, डोंट वरी. ते सुटले आपूण दोग जाण. ओके. So again, epidermis, mesophyll, vascular system. Epidermis कितें आसा? upper epidermis आसा, lower epidermis आसा. upper epidermis कितें म्हणटा? adaxial आणि lower epidermis abaxial. Ada, aba. Don't talk. Okay, ada and aba. So adaxial, they are thick. Abaxial is thin cuticle. Hanga few to no stomata are present, and here there are more stomata present. Okay. Mesophyll and chloroplast. Vidal, you can sit outside otherwise. Okay. Mesophyll and कितें आसा? Chloroplast आसा आणि containing parenchymatous cell. Parenchyma is again living cells. Palisade parenchyma आसा. So parenchyma is again two type. Palisade आणि spongy. These are completely based on their looks and arrangement. Okay. So palisade म्हणजे कितें? They are upper epidermis present असा, long असा, and they are closely packed. आणि त्याचे मेन साइट म्हणजे मेन त्यांचे काम कितें? फोटोसिंथेसिस. ओके. देन स्पॉन्जी कितें आसा? लोकेशन खंय? बिलो द पेलिसेड. ते लूजली अरेंज्ड आसा. तितून एअर स्पेसीस आसा आणि त्यांचे फंक्शन कितें? टू एक्सचेंज गॅसेस. ओके. सो पेलिसेडचं फंक्शन कितें आसा? मेन फंक्शन इज फोटोसिंथेसिस. स्पॉन्जीचो मेन फंक्शन इज एअर स्पेसीस. ओके. Then vascular bundle present asa in the veins and midrim, surrounded by bundle sheath cells, and also it is having reticulate venation. Okay. Then important features is mesophyll is differentiated. Stomata सगळ्यां चड खंय आसा? lower surface आसा. Venation कितें आसा? reticulate venation आसा. Okay, and this is the structure. Next is about monocot leaf, जेका कितें म्हणटा आमी? Yes, isobilateral. So there is epidermis which is present. तितून कितें आसा? Stomata are present on both the surface. Mesophyll present ना, not differentiated into palisade आणि spongy. जे dicotan दोन different मेळटाले पळय हांगा, ते हांगा दोन different ना. There is something called as bulliform cells. म्हणजे कितें? Large empty colorless cells. Can you see there? Large empty colorless cells, bulliform cells. Okay, जे खंय आसा? upper epidermisan present आसा. Okay. Then, so they are turgid. Leaf remains open. Flaccid असा त्यांना leaf curls inward towards reduce water loss. So जेन्ना leaf turgid असता त्यांना कितें असता actually water content भितर चड असता. आणि जेन्ना ते अशे shrink जाता, we obviously know that water content is reduced inside. Okay. Then vascular bundle here is nearly equal size. Okay, can you see these smiling faces? Yes, this is actually the vascular bundle arrangement here in the monocot. Parallel venation is present in the leaf. Okay, so this is the structure: stomata, abaxial, adaxial, xylem, phloem, mesophyll, substomatal cavity. Okay, I think you can't. Okay, pointer on us. Okay, then this is the very important part, that is difference between dicot and monocot. Difference किती असा? Type dorsiventral. This is bi म्हणजे किती? दोन, bilateral. Then stomata हांगा किती असा? Lower surface असा. हांगा दोन्ही surface almost equal. Surface म्हणजे किती? Abaxial and adaxial surfaces. Then mesophyll is palisade here, and here it is undifferentiated. हांगा palisade आणि spongy असा दोन type, right? पण हांगा दोन type ना, हांगा common असा. Then venation here is reticulate, and here it is parallel. Bulliform cells here in dicot it is absent, in monocot it is present. Okay, can you give me those notes, Shanaya? So everything is given to you here in the notes. कितेंय आसा जें तुमकां कळुना, you can ask me anytime, and since your exams are on Monday, Tuesday, you can ask me your doubts even on Sundays. Okay, usually I say don't ask me anything on Sundays, but you can because yours is genuine reason. Okay, so please take this notes and then you can leave. Just take one and pass. Take one and pass. Shana, just take one and pass. But I'll give the other notes also. Morphology. Take the morphology notes. Morphology notes. Pass one to me. Yeah, bye.